All right. So you saw me solve this. You saw me figure out that there was a hidden path here, and I got the treasure chest right here. Very. But later on, I was flipping through the page, and I've had page 52 for a while, and I've seen this. I tried doing this someplace else, and it didn't work. Like inputting the directions. But then I was confused because usually you start from the circle and then you go from there. But if you look closely, the arrows are starting down here at this triangle outside the box, and it's going up, left, down. Like you can see the flow of the triangles. And I was like, why is the? And I thought those were, you press up, up, left, left, down, down, left, left, up, up, right, right. You know what I'm saying? Like almost each direction was a segment. But I was like, why is it going the opposite direction of the dot flow? And so I never understood it. Like I had it written down and everything. Anyway, well, after I figured this room out, I, went back to page 52. Not specifically, but just flipping through the book, and I was like, wait a minute, was this the solution for that one room? This is like one of the last fairies that I got, and I just confirmed by going here that you start here and you go up, left, down, left, up, right, down, right, up, right, down, left, up, left, up. So yeah, I've had the solution to this room before I even knew this room existed because I never came down here before. Okay, so for those I mean Bam, wondering what I'm doing when I'm talking about these puzzles, what I'm inputting, this is a brand new game. This is me just starting the game. I have no pages. So very start of the game, I can do this. Did not know I could do that when I started the game. I was hours in. I can't do anything from here. I do get my first page, which is the table of contents. Page 3. Now, why wasn't page 1 the table of contents? I don't know. But that revelation of that being a teleporter, no clue. Whatever. Stick in here. You need the stick. Okay. Cup empty. Alright, so to show you the first door, so I can't go this way, right? I gotta get the sword first. But I don't think I need to get it first. Well, I know I need to get the sword to get past that area, but there's a way around that. To get past these trees, I need the sword. But I think there's a way for me to get around it. There's key for that door, which is my house. Okay. I don't know how to do it. Oh, hold on. I forget I don't have a sword or a shield yet. But, as I know from my manual, my game, I can get a firebomb. Hold on a second. One of these pages, I'll take a picture of my conspiracy theory pages. Okay, dynamite is down, right, up, left. So you see this treasure chest. Can't get to it, right? Like, how do I get to it? Oh, throw a good old bomb. These 3 flowers here. It opens up this pathway. Anyway, I know I have to go. Yeah, the grass I can go through, the trees I can't go through. So I got this key. Use the key. Second page tells me this stuff. So this is one of the doors, right? So if you look on the door, you see the lines. So I'm starting you can start on either side. So it's a mirror. Unless it connects in the middle, it's always a mirror. You can start on the left side, you can start on the right side. And so if you start in the upper right hand corner on the D-pad, the D-pad does nothing. Like, I'm pressing the D-pad right now, nothing's happening. Using the left stick, move around, if I hold it down after I roll, I can run. I just press A while I'm moving, I roll. X, Y, and B are to use my items or whatever. So X right now is the stick. The back button brings up the instruction manual. Start brings up start. The left bumper brings up my little menu here. Right bumper does nothing. Right? At least I don't think it does it. But so let's say we start in the upper right hand corner. Up, left, down, right, down, left, up, left, down, right, up, right, down, left, down, right. That did nothing. Let me start in the bottom, because usually it starts with a diamond or a circle. Some type of like a cul-de-sac. This doesn't do that. So it didn't do it starting in the upper right hand corner. Let me do the lower right hand. Left, up, left, down, left, up, right, down, right, up, right, down. And see, it opens. Now, this is something you're hours into the game before it specifically tells you can do that. Also, it just looks decorative. Like this, I've been playing the new game for like what, 10 minutes, if that, and you can already do that. And this gives me my first golden treasure, whatever, right? Pray for me. But if you notice the fox is looking up, he will look up at stuff of importance. So right now he's looking at those enemies. But if there's like a treasure chest or anything, he'll look down at that stuff as well. So this is technically the very first door that I came across that was locked, right? So I'm pressing A, nothing's happening. It doesn't have a keyhole. And I was like, can't open this door. I pressed all the buttons, can't do nothing. I moved on with my life or whatever, right? But again, just started the game, but because I have knowledge of the Holy Cross, which is the D-pad. The Holy Cross is another name for the D-pad. I know that I'm supposed to start at the little diamond. Eventually you get a page that tells you. And so I would go, if I'm starting at that diamond, I can start at either diamond. If I go to the left side, it's down, left, up, right, up, left. I start on the right side, it's down, right, up, right. And you gotta do it like with a rhythm. Not a rhythm, but you can't press like down, right, up. You gotta go down, right, up, left, down, right, up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be consistent with the speed. There's berries in here. That card. Which that card puts me at one shot kill, but my attacks have fire on them. So if I were to go back up here, he's on fire. But if he hits me, that's a wrap. That's what that card does. I don't like that card. I'm gonna go back to the beginning because I just saw that I have this page. So this page, but how do I get over here? Oh, I remember now. So I've used the Holy Cross twice so far. And now I'm about to use it again. So, it's the very beginning of the game. I woke up right down there. If you look at this page, if you see there's a treasure chest right there. But there's not a treasure chest here. And if you look at prize/treasure, you see these dots. Now, if you even notice these when you first start the game, you have no idea what this means. But again, in hindsight, I know I need to start at that big dot, go all the way to the right, that second dot, go down to the next dot, left to the next dot, up to the next dot, all the way to the left, to the next dot, go left again, go down, go right, go all the way to the right, and then go down twice. Okay, so if you followed that, I may put a little overlay, you can see it. But if you enter that, which I wrote down somewhere here. You have to stand, you have to basically be in the area. So if the treasure chest is right there, if this was something on the wall, obviously you stand in front of the wall. But I'm just in this area, I go right, down, left, up, left, down, right, right. and boom. So it's like you can get a lot of secrets from jump. This is how people would speed run with, you know, after beating the game, you have prior knowledge. That's a code that's been there, like from the jump. Not a new mechanic that's been there, but I just didn't get it. And yeah, that's that. All right, let me tell you about my thought process on the golden path. So at certain point of the game, you get this page right here, and it tells you about the Holy Cross. So you've been seeing the Holy Cross since the beginning of the game. This is like one of the first pages you get, the word Holy Cross, and littered throughout the manual as you get pages is the word cross. Whatever, right? Memorable was page cross. You're like, what is the Holy Cross? Okay. So eventually you get this page, and it says, oh, you eventually you die, and you talk to one of the ghosts inside the graveyard that's like right around this teleporter right here, and he speaks a bunch of Tunic gibberish, but then he says Holy Cross Cathedral. And so you get this page, and it says, legend says wearing this allows you to do something extraordinary. So I was like, oh, this is the Holy Cross, this little laurel wreath thing, right? Which we saw here. So we've got this page, and I knew that was something you would obtain at some point because it wasn't anywhere else, right? And so when I see the page talking about this legendary thing, I'm like, oh, this is the Holy Cross. And then when you beat the cathedral, you do get that crown. I'm gonna call it a crown. You get that crown, right? And you gain the ability dash across like space. So essentially confirming some assumptions that I had early on in the game, that there was going to be a jump ability. I saw that you were gaining knowledge as the game went on, and that you were, you know, from the manual page. And I was like, there's going to be a page where it tells you how to jump. And it's going to be so simple, you're going to be upset, right? And technically it's not a jump, it's a teleport, you know, dash type of thing, but it did the job. So the sections of the world that I couldn't get to, but I could see something right there, I was now able to get to it because of the day. Anyway, come to find out later on that the Holy Cross is not that crown. Holy Cross is the D-pad. It's a cross. Never crossed my mind that it would be the D-pad. Because the D-pad I've forgotten about. Because it's not showing that it's doing anything. Like, I'm pressing all the buttons on the controller when I first started the game, figuring out what stuff does, and the D-pad didn't do nothing. Come to find out, it did have purpose. If you're on keyboard, it, you know, arrow key, right? Maybe even WA, who knows? I don't play on keyboard. Anyway, you get this page first. This is the first page. And it just says down, right, up, left, up, right. And you get it in front of this door. Now, this door is the first one of these metal doors. I call them metal doors. The first one of the metal doors you ever come across. Second time you come across a metal door is in the West Garden right here. And then the third time Uh, actually, you may come across this one second, and then the West Garden one third. It depends on how you went about traversing the map. You could do it either way, but this is definitely the first one that you come across, right? And I remember trying everything under the sun to open this door. Couldn't open the door, right? And then I found out about the whole praying at the obelisk and how that activated the obelisk. And then later on, I found about praying on top of the teleporter, and it sending you, to the teleportation world or whatever. I was like, let me try praying in front of the doors. That did nothing. And so I've been frustrated for a long time with the doors. Well, I was frustrated. Then I get this page, and I'm like, you're kidding me. So you get it right in front of this door. So if you can see the water behind the fox, there's a pedestal in the middle of the water. And there was no way for you to get it until you get the crown. It allows you to dash. You can dash across the water to the pedestal in the middle, get the page, dash back out, and when you look at the page, it's this, right? And it's saying hold the cross. But anyway, you do the button commands, and it opens the door. You're like, oh, that's so simple. I'm so upset. I'm gonna go to this other door. And so you go to these other doors, and it doesn't work. And you're like, why doesn't it work? Well, actually, no, it does work for all three of them. But there's another door behind your house. It looks exactly the same, except the markings aren't the same. And you're like, why doesn't it work? Well, you come to find out later, once you get this page, that this particular button combination only works for these three doors because they look exactly the same. No difference to it. And this is how you solve it. See these handwritten arrows in here? They're going down, right, up, left, up, right. And for further proof, look down here, down, right, up, right, which is button combination here. So it's showing you start at the diamond and work your way out. Diamond, right? And you only have to do one side. You can do whatever side. So if you were doing this side, it'd be down, left, up, right. So then this is on here. This big old golden obelisk that's in the beginning of the game. First, like 30 minutes to an hour, you should come across this overworld golden obelisk. And so it also has the same type of, markings on it. So then you go to it and you follow the path. If you start on the right side, it's up, right, down, right, up, left. And you get a reward or whatever, right? Well, once you get this page, which fully, gives you the whole story of the back of that page, I lied. Anyway, you get this page. And this tells you 49 golden path, right? Page 49 is the golden path. It took a very long time, I'm ashamed to say, for me to realize I should have been using page. Because, so this is kind of fast forwarding. So let me go back. Anyway, I'm watching somebody play. And I've mentioned before that I watch other people play, but I only watch people who are behind me. So if they get to a point that I haven't reached yet, I'll cut the video off. Stop. Even if I just started the video, like it's a brand new playthrough. But again, this is like an open world and there's branching paths. Let's say in the very beginning, within the first 5 minutes, there's a fork in the road. You can go left or right. If I went left, but the person I'm watching, streamer I'm watching, goes right, I'll immediately stop their videos. Even though I just found them, their particular playthrough, they went right, and I know I didn't go. I went left. I haven't been to the right yet, so I would stop watching. Anyway, I was watching this guy. Actually, I wasn't even watching. I was just listening. because I like the reason why I do it is because I like to see other people's thought process, or at least hear it. Games like this or Sekiro or anything where there's multiple ways for you to do something. Like it's not a linear path. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of up to your thinking outside the box and your skill set combination of the two. I like to see how other people how their brain works, right? If I had a difficult time on something, did someone else have a difficult? And if so, does that make me stupid? Or if I did it really easy, did everybody else do it easy? So does that make me a genius? And I'm just comparing, whatever, right? Anyway, they get to this page, and they notice that this is the game screen telling you all the stuff about the UI, and all the lines pointing to the items are blue, except for this one. And they're like, "Why is that one gold?" And I didn't know what they were talking about because again, I wasn't watching, so paused and well, I didn't pause. I just clicked over to maximize the screen while I was working to listen to them while I work. And I was like, huh, that is gold. Now maybe I noticed that before because I had this page like this is the early game page that you. I was like, maybe I noticed it was gold, but I thought it was gold just because looking at the fox, right? But then I'm listening to them and they're like, all of these are blue except this one. And I was like, you are right. But again, I didn't think nothing of it. And then I actually pause the video and I look at it. I'm like, wait a minute, you're lying. Because at this point, I know about the golden path. Now, the streamer doesn't know about the golden path at this point. So they don't think nothing of it. They just think it's weird and then they move on. Me, I'm like, so this one goes straight out from the memo and up towards the teleporter. This one goes straight out and towards the treasure, straight out towards the meters, straight out towards the enemy, straight out up and left to the potions, straight out to the equipment. This one's doing all this bobbing and weaving. And so I was like, is that the golden path? Are you telling me it's right, down, right, up, right, down? So now, this coupled with that secret load screen, what load game that pops up in your game after a certain point. I still don't know what triggers that. But at a certain point while you're playing the game, second save file will appear with a bunch of hours on it that you know you didn't do, an infinite amount of money, and all your stats maxed out, all of which you know you didn't do. And so you load it up, and I've shown it before, but I'll show it again. You're on this golden path. So that plus this made me think, I was like, oh crap, is it a bunch of stuff hidden? That's the golden path? And so I went searching. Give me a second. All right, maybe I came up with something. Through the manual, wrote down or drew all the paths of the golden path that I would find. And I thought about it. These random numbers. What if these are the pages that the golden path is on? I'm about to draw path. I know I don't have page 2. On page 4, table of contents isn't on here. All right, so I've figured out some more pages. Still don't have everything. So I got page 44, which was right, down, down, left, down, right, up, up. These puppies there. And then I got page 40 was down, left, down, right, up, right, right. And I got page 15, right, up, right, right, down, two, and page 12 was right, right. But I'm questioning and still missing 55, I think, is this. I have to show you to explain why. But I think 55, that, which is contradictory, this. Also 12, contradictory. This is where I thought I would start. But I have a question mark next to 12 and I have 31. Still looking on page 31. Still looking on page 50, and I'm still looking on page 42. Then I don't have page. And I'm gonna put some overlays up to explain where I got these. All right. So I took a screenshot of every page number listed on page 49, or at least that's what I thought starting this, but that's what it meant, right? I'm showing you my thought process. This is the very beginning of my manual, table of contents, and if you look in the bottom, you see this. So it's up, right, right, down. Because the little crossroad in the middle denotes a stop. So instead of just going up, right, down, up, right, right again, then down. That's the table of contents. This. Then next one's page 4. And if you look at bottom right of page 4, see this. And though you can't technically see the top of it, all the lines have to connect. Like they never break apart. I'm assuming it's right, up, right, down, right. Okay. Next page, page 6. And then the upper right hand corner, this guy. Up, right, down, right. Okay. Next, page 9. 9 is talking about that that game file that just mysteriously appears or whatever, right? And here's put in my little clip game file. goes up, left, up, right, another right, up, left, up, and then it starts over. Right, got that. Next is page 11. Started this whole thing. Page 11 started this whole quest for searching other pages. And on page 11, we have the right, down, right, up, right, down. Okay. Next is page 12. And I got a question mark on page 12. So here's this golden square right here. This is golden square. And it can't be a square. So I was like, maybe since both the right bumper and the face buttons Y and B are right, down, right, and the golden squares kind of, connecting the two, I was like, what if it's right, down, right? It might be right, down, right, right, down, right. I don't know, but that's just a theory. That's what I got on this page, and I'll talk about that more when I go back to page 49. All right, now page 15 and 16 are a little tricky. So as you can see, it's in the background, like it's behind stuff, and it's crazy. Like once you know that path is essentially there, you see it everywhere. It's kind of freaky. Like it's actually frustrating because you're like, really, it's been here the whole time. But it goes down, left, down, right, up, right. Then it continues on to page 16. Page 16 is down, right, up, right. Now I don't know, because it's divided between page 15 and 16, if there should be a stop there. If it should be right, right, instead of just a full on right. So we'll try it without the stop, and if it doesn't work, then I'll put the stop in there. And so next is page 18, and this one was like well hidden. So if you look on page 18, it's down at the bottom, right above the blacked out modifier. See here, like if I take this back to full color, and now that I pointed out, I see it all the time, but before I was looking, I never saw it. Anyway, it's right, up, right, right, down. Next is page 21. And on 21, what I found, again, I got a question mark next to it, but I think it worked. This down in the corner, because I already know that that's something you need to follow, because it's the dots. Like we've already figured out the whole Holy Cross thing and dots, right? So I was like, okay, this is down, left, down, right. Next page is page 22. Now, when I first saw this page, I thought this was just a kind of like a Into the Spider-Verse play on, printing, because Into the Spider-Verse looks like a comic book. Some of the frames are offset, and you can see the separate CMYK values. on the different prints. I thought that's what this was. But again, after this whole golden path rabbit hole I fell down, oh, I see it. And it's right down, down left, down, right down. And again, I'm assuming that the breaks in the images denotes a stop. So it would be right, down, down, left, down, right, down. Alright, that page. Next, page 27. Now this is technically the first one I noticed, but not, I had zero clue about the golden path. I just thought, why is this path golden? Like, why is it shiny? And I was like, it must be something hidden. But again, I knew nothing about the golden path. I was like, I was coming up with random theories. But this one is down and or up. It depends on where it lies on that page 49, but it has a stop in the middle. So it's either up, up, or down, down. Same thing with page 28 here. Go down in the corner, down the bottom here. And this also stood out to me, but again, this is very early in the game. Right down, right up, left up. This is page 31. Haven't found the path on page 31. There's a lot of golden lines going on, but none of them are, up, down, left, right, at angles. Like all over the guy here, the boss from the Eastern Vault. I'm thinking it has to do with this, but it's basically a loop. And it can't be a loop. So I don't know. I'm going to have to look at this further. I'm lost on page 31. Next is page 33. It's super well hidden. It's right here in the sun. And it's right, up, left, up. That one. Next is the Ruin de Tal, page 34. And this is one of the most blatant ones. It's down, left, down, right, up, right. It is right there. Next is page 39. Almost missed this one. This one is up here. Right, down, right, up, right. Next one is page 40, Cathedral. And this is also like a clever one. But it's down where the coffee stain. Look here. All these cracks are through here. But this one is coincidental gold. Right? So I would say that's down, left, down, right, up, right, down, right. Next, page 42. I have a question mark on page 42 because I see two different paths. And like I said before, they have to connect. But they can't break apart. They can't be a loop. Can't break apart. It has to be two open ends, right? What I see is this. I see Down the bottom here, right down. Here I see right up. Can't be both. Unless, ooh, I just thought about this saying it out loud. What if the direction is right up, right down? I've been, okay, sometimes talking stuff out loud makes it make sense. So, because I was like, they don't connect, but now I'm thinking it's do this part first, which is right up, and then right down. That would technically connect. It doesn't connect on this paper, but if you input it like that, it connects. Okay, so I can add that to the golden path. Cool, good job, guys. Next, page 44. This is a jerk move. This one's hitting me as so if you find it before I point it out, kudos to you. It's right here. You still can't really see it even when I reduce color down, almost the same color. But there's a highlight, it's a lighter yellow on the already golden door. But it's right, down, left, down, right, up, and then there's a stop, up again. Right, down, left, down, right, up. That one was like super jerky put in there. Next, we got page 46. That one's right in the middle of the page. It's up, right, up, left, up, right. Next, page 48, and it is the secret spell is up, left, up, right, down, right. Page 49 is where you put all this stuff together. And so it's not in order of the book. You got to do it in order. You got to start at a starting point and make your way to the end. They're jumbled around, but they fit together. The next one is on page 50. Now I'm still at a loss on page 50. Because for me, I see little glints of gold. I don't know if you guys can see it. These are the little glints of gold. But this breaks apart. So I'm seeing left, up. Then I'm seeing left, down, right. But ooh, no, because that goes in on itself. I thought it was gonna be like that other page that I had the revelation on while I was saying it out loud. But this would literally run in on itself. If that was the case, if I went up, left, up, down, right. But I don't know what's next to it. Okay. It may work. That may work. Page 50 may work. Depending on what's underneath or next to 50, whatever number is around 50. What did I say? Right, up, left, down, right. Okay. So we'll try that out. We'll see. Next is page 52. And it's up there in the corner, easy to see. It's right, up, right, right, down, left, down. You can see the little stop station there, crossroads. Last, this throws a monkey wrench in everything I've done up until this. This doesn't have a page number, but on the golden path on page 49, it says there's a page 52. And so I was like, what if it's this? What if it's the circle and then the line down? So it'd be down. The reason why that's a problem is because okay, I said it was page 52, it's page 55. If that is a circle, aka a starting point, and then you go down, then what's below page 12? I thought this was the start. But also, what's on page 12 doesn't connect to this line. So let me go back to what I have drawn so far. I'm gonna quickly add in my revelations for page 50 and whatever that other page number was, 42. I'm gonna add in page 42 and page 50, and we'll come back to this. All right, so here's me adding 42 and 50. But seeing this in action, page 50, I was like, yeah, that don't work. So I was like, maybe it's not right up, right down, right. Maybe it's right up, which was the left side of the door. What if it's right up, right side of the door? So change that. And I was also looking at 12, which I was like, technically this works. It would go, I don't know where it starts, but it would go here, down, over, continue over. You know, obviously these aren't all connected yet, but I could connect them. And once I'm sure I got everything, I'll be, connect the pieces. So it'll add or whatever all the way through. I was like, yo, what if it's this? Because again, there were two different lines here. And so I was like, what if it connects here? Right? Like 9, 12, 39 connect. 16 and 12 connect. As far as 50, here's if I do it. Left side was the same. Left side of the door, which right up. Right side, which I flipped it. I went left up, right. That would give 40 to 50, and then 50 to 42. Then I'm screwed at 52. Right here. I don't know. I won't know till I get page 2. That'll definitively tell me what I need to do. And then, like I said about 55, this starting point. It starts from a circle or a diamond or something. But maybe this is the exit. Start here. But I don't know. I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle yet. This is where I'm at. So